So, chapter 4, the plant kingdom, especially we are going to see about the branches of botany, phycology, bryology, and pteridology. That means the phycology, which deals with the study of algae, and bryology, that deals with study with the bryophytes, and pteridology, that deals with the study of pteridophytes, and also the gymnosperms and angiosperms, and the plant life cycles and alterations of generations we are going to see. Okay, and gymnosperms and angiosperms, even if the both are seed bearing plants, but still they are separated in the different groups. Okay, so let's see about all this. Before that, I would like to tell you, earlier days, at the starting days, the plant kingdom was only a single one where all the plant organisms are included in the plant kingdom. But later on, it has changed. Heterotrophic fungi, prokaryotic Monera, and unicellular eukaryotic Protista, which has the cell walls, now being excluded from the plant kingdom. And also the cyanobacteria, that are also referred to as blue green algae, is not an algae. So later on, after the many studies, we could understand that this fungi, Monera, and the Protista, which are excluded from the plant kingdom, and even the cyanobacteria, which is also called as the blue green algae, is not an algae. And the kingdom Plantae, what can you say about this kingdom Plantae, which includes the organisms which are eukaryotic, multicellular, and which has chlorophyll, and also the cell wall, which is made up of cellulosic, and the mode of nutrition is autotrophic. That means all the organisms in the plant kingdom can prepare their own food. Now, coming to this chapter, we are going to discuss about the algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and angiosperms, where algae and bryophytes and pteridophytes are also called cryptogams and are also a non-flowering plants, while gymnosperms and angiosperms are flowering plants and they possess spermatophytes, which are seed-bearing plants. Okay, algae, bryophytes, and pteridophytes are cryptogams, and gymnosperms and angiosperms are phanerogams. Now, coming to the algae, algae are chlorophyll bearing. So now coming to the morphology of the algae, in which the algae contains chlorophyll, and its structure is very simple and thyroid. Thyroid means the whole structure, whole algae is having the single structure in this way. This is called thallus. And also the algae are autotrophic. That means algae can prepare their own food. So especially they have the characteristics of photosynthetic character present in algae, and mostly aquatic. Algae are all aquatic and they are present in both freshwater and also the marine organisms. And somewhere like algae is also found in moist stones. On the some of the stones you can see green color, like nachu, wood, and even in the soil also we can see. Sometimes algae which is mixed up with the fungi and found as lichen, and in some of the animals also it is found. Coming to the now algae size, the form and size of algae, which is having a lot of difference. So these are the different types of algae which are formed, and this is the green algae, and this is the volvox, Chlamydomonas, and Cara, and this is the brown algae, which is Laminaria, Fucus, and Dicotyota, and this is the red algae, which is Porifera and Polysiphonia. So these are the various forms of algae we can see, which are existing in the on the earth. Okay, and the size is surely it differences. We can find in the type of Chlamydomonas type of algae, which is only unicellular and microscopic, and coming to this Eulothrix and Spirogyra, which are colonial forms, and also the filamentous. Okay, and few types of marine forms of algae are the massive plant bodies. That means they appear like a large body, and so these are the different forms of algae. And coming to the cell wall of the algae, usually is the cellulosic and carbohydrates. Okay, in addition to, and coming to the pigments present in algae and chlorophyll and carotenoids, in some of the algae special pigments phycobilins are also present, and the algae reserve food is generally the starch. Now coming to the type of reproduction in algae is of three types, that is vegetative, asexual and sexual methods. But the vegetative type of reproduction is by fragments. Okay, so the fragment is directly developed into a thallus. I told you, the large form of body is formed. This is the thallus. Okay, and coming to the asexual reproduction is by spores. The common spores which are found in algae are zoospores, and their flagella, because these flagella that will help the algae to move forward for the germination and which give rise to the plants. Now coming to the sexual reproduction of algae is by the fusion of two gametes, and this is of three types, that is isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. Okay, isogamous, where you can see some of the organisms which are flagella and similar in size, for example Chlamydomonas, and in Spirogyra where no flagella is present but similar in size. Okay, this comes under isogamous. Such type of reproduction is called isogamous. And coming to the anisogamous, in which the fusion of gametes will take place in the dissimilar in size. Example Chlamydomonas. In some species of Chlamydomonas, will undergo isogamous, and some species of Chlamydomonas will undergo anisogamous. Now coming to the oogamous, in which it contains one female and male gamete. The female gamete is large one and non-motile, that means which will not move, whereas coming to the male gamete, which can move and smaller in size. Example volvox. One example you can write. So these are the types of reproduction found in the algae. Now coming to the algae, uses of algae. The large form of carbon dioxide fixation on earth is carried out by algae. Already I have mentioned you, algae is having a special type of photosynthetic process in which they can increase the dissolved oxygen in a great level. So the carbon dioxide fixation on earth is mostly carried out by the algae. And also the algae is a primary producer of all the aquatic animals, because these algae produce food to the aquatic animals like Porifera. Some of the species of Porifera, Laminaria and Sargassum, which use algae, which are used as food as algae. Okay, and agar we can get from algae like Gelidium and Gracilaria. Okay, these type of algae produce agar, and even iodine is extracted from Laminaria. Okay, and Chlorella and Spirulina, which are used in the space travelers, which used as a food supplement. Spirulina is used are the unicellular algae which are used by space travelers. Okay, and now these algae is divided into three forms based on the type of food they stored and the pigments present. Those are Chloropsiae, Pheophyceae and Rhodopsiae. Okay, so based on this food and pigments, the algae is divided into three parts, that is Chloropsiae, Pheophyceae and Rhodopsiae, in which the Chloropsiae is the common name is green algae, and the Pheophyceae is the brown algae and the red algae. Already I have shown you the pictures, green algae, brown algae and red algae. So in the green algae, chlorophylla is A and B, whereas in brown algae A and C, and also fucoxanthin. And in red algae, chlorophyll A and D is present and phycoerythrin is present. And the type of food stored in Chloropsiae algae is starch, whereas in Pheophyceae mannitol and laminaria, whereas in Rhodopsiae Floridian starch. And the cell wall made in algae in Chloropsiae is cellulose and pectin, and whereas in Piopaceae cellulose and algin, and Rhodopsia cellulose, pectin, and polysulfate esters. And the number of flagella which are present, for especially it helps in the reproduction. In Chloropsia it is 2 to 8 and is equal and apical, that means which is present outside of the body. And in Piopaceae the flagella are in 2 but they are not in equal size, and the lateral, that means one side of the body which is present. And whereas coming to the Rhodopsia, no flagella is present. And Chloropsia algae is present in fresh water, brackish water, and salt water also. And whereas coming to the Piopaceae, fresh water, brackish water, and salt water. And coming to the Rhodopsia, fresh water, brackish water, and salt water. So all these 3 types of algae are present in fresh water, brackish water, and salt water. So this is about the classification of algae and their main characteristics. Okay, thank you.